Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we want to share with you 10 things that shocked us about the Australian culture since we've migrated into the country. Number 1. Shops close too early. This saddened me a little bit because in the Philippines, it's very usual to see shopping centers, shopping malls open until 9 o'clock p.m. or 10 o'clock p.m. But in Australia, they close at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock if you're lucky. Except on Thursdays, which they call shopping night, where all shops close at 9 o'clock.
So we have to do our shopping during lunch break at work, or go to work early, leave work early, and then go to shopping mall around 4 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
And we only have one to 2 hours to shop.
That's exactly right. The only shops that are open till late are your groceries, your Coles, your Woolworths. So essentially your what do you call them? Shopping.
Groceries. Actually, sometimes Chemist Warehouse or the pharmacies are still open until 7 p.m.
Yeah, some stores have started extending their opening hours, which is great, but majority are still close at 5 o'clock or 6.
Number 2, they walk barefoot in public sometimes, especially during summer. So if it's hot here in Australia, you will see people walking outside barefoot. So when I first saw it, I said, "Oh, is it safe to walk barefoot?" I think because it's too hot, or then they can feel the cold tiles on the floor. So I think
it's really hard to explain exactly why.
That helps, especially during summer.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't tried it though.
We're gonna try it maybe at some point in the future. Number 3, their friendly culture. And this is a really good surprise for us because Australians, they just love greeting people. And even if it's someone that you don't know, maybe a stranger or a neighbor you've never met, I would just say, "Hi, how are you going?" Sometimes even introduce themselves. And I think that's really great. They just, at work, when you're new, they would usually come up to you and introduce themselves, which is fantastic. When they see you in the lift, they haven't seen you before, they might say, "Hi, how's it going? How was your weekend?" And I think that's really amazing.
Number 4, slang and shortening of words. So for example, breakfast, they call it brekkie. Afternoon, they call it arvo.
Umbrella.
Or umbrella, they call it brolly. Yeah, so sometimes you will hear those slang words at work or at the shops, and then you will notice that it's always the shortened version of the actual common English term.
Number 5 is their drinking culture. So Australians love their drinks. Beer, wine, anything with spirit in it, alcoholic drinks. One of the things that really shocked me at the beginning was that Aussies have beer during lunch break, wine during lunch break, which is quite uncommon in the Philippines because normally when you do that, you come back to the office a little bit tipsy, and some of them even have 2 or 3, not to the point that they get drunk. They also drink a lot after work.
Friday night
drinks. When someone leaves the company as well, someone moves on, you would normally have farewell drinks rather than a farewell dinner.
Number 6, work-life balance. So in the Philippines, most of us are having lots of overtime at work. But in here, we notice that they don't like doing overtime. So for example, your work hours is 9 to 5. You're expected to leave at 5. And also, if you stay late, for example, you're supposed to leave at 5, but you stayed until 6, they will say, "Oh, why are you still here? You should go home."
You should log off. Yeah.
You should log off. That's their culture here. Another thing is when you're on leave. So they will try their very best not to call you during your leave or during on a holiday as well. So that's really a good way, good part of their culture, and we really like it, we really love it, because that gives you time to unwind, to relax during the days that you're supposed not to
resting.
do.
Exactly.
You're resting, or you're not supposed to do work.
Exactly. Number 7 is their coffee culture. Australians love their coffee. This is why I love it here. I love my coffee as well.
I love coffee.
they have, in anywhere you go, you would normally find a proper coffee shop, and by proper I mean not your fancy or instant coffee bars or anything like that. It's not about milkshakes. It's not about iced coffee. It's about the real espresso coffee that you get, and with proper baristas, properly trained baristas, well roasted beans, high quality coffee machines. So they just love their coffee, and they're very picky about coffee as well. They're not a big fan of Starbucks. In fact, there's not too many Starbucks in Australia.
Okay. Number 8, drinking tap water. So we were surprised that we don't need a filter, water filter here in Australia. We can drink directly from the tap water. So we don't use mineral water. We don't buy filtered water from the store a lot. We just do it if we don't have a choice or we forgot to bring water from home. So it's potable. The water here from the tap is potable.
So number 9, dignified labor. So by this we mean, regardless of your profession, whether you have a blue collar or a white collar job, everyone is treated the same way here. We all work hard for money. So when you enter a restaurant, doesn't matter what sort of uniform, whether you wear a suit or anything else, you are treated with respect. And I think, again, that is a really fantastic trait of Australians.
And last but not the least, number 10, no fences or no locks. So when we say that, it's not no locks in the house.
Main doors are still locked.
Yeah, we still have locks in the main doors, but there are no fences around the house.
Most houses.
Most.
There are some, very few, that have gates or fences, but majority do not have any fences.
And another thing that shocked me is they don't have locks in the bedrooms. So I expected that there is a lock for every door in the house, the bedrooms and the main door. But when I came to visit houses, for example, looking for a place to rent, you will find that there are no locks in the bedrooms. The locks are only available in the main door and in the bathrooms.
So that's it, our list of things that shocked us about the Australian culture. We hope you enjoyed our list, and if you have any other things that shocked you about the culture here in Australia, we would love to hear them in the comment section below.
And if you want to hear more about Australian life or Australian culture and also migrating to Australia, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. See ya!
Bye!